Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first round of qualifying here for Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club's Race of Champions. As the drivers start to exit pits now, there you see how busy it is. All the drivers coming out. A little bit of lag there from the Lamborghini of, I believe that's Andrew Rupner-Ryan. So already is going to be getting a check on that. And already looking at it. So Andrew, your ping sorry, Andrew. Yeah, your ping is very high. I'd recommend you just try to rejoin the server. Make sure you don't have anything updating in your computer in the background because you are having your ping is over 5,000. So I just double check that.
It was 2,000. It's gone to 5,000.
Yeah, it raised up. Nonetheless,
I was gonna say I was driving around and some blue car was like spazzing everywhere.
Yeah, so everybody's ping is fine. It's just yours. But I think if you rejoin, should be good.
Yeah, whoever that Aston was.
We shut everything down you're not using.
So, as we already see a laggy car there, we're going to help out Andrew, making sure he's good to go for the action here. You're going to hear all the drivers communicate with each other. But it is Gabriel who's going to be the first man who's going to put in the flyer for everyone to chase down. So we're going to watch Gabriel now as he goes down through Hollywood. Very quick section down here. And then we head into the kink here. Not as much apex as I believe Gabriel would have wanted, but now completely flat out through the old hairpin section. And now we are going to rise up into McLean's, and then we rise once again, and this one is the blinding hairpin. I should say not too much of a hairpin. That's cop piece. As we exit out of turn 8. Down the back straight now.
I don't know what's been going on with my AC today. It's been spazzing out so much.
Through the exits. Onto Starkey Straight. And then now heading on to Melbourne Hairpin. First gear corner, double apex here. One of the weirder apexes in the world you're going to find where it's a double apex that you kind of have to hit both of them. Normally you want to be wide for one and hit the other. But these drivers have been finding it a lot more quicker to take the double apex. But around the final corner of Goddard's and across the line, the driver's going to be chasing down a 124.638. We look in the back there. There is Cody Lawrence who puts a time of a 125.233. Here comes Van Dorn in the Alfa Romeo who's going to put his time down on the board. Is it valid? It is not. Andy Reid's going to come across the line and going to put his time up into P2, a 124.9. Danny Nasir also came across the line with a 126.720. And we're just waiting for more times to come across the line. Here comes Lance Nasir in the Mercedes. Now coming across P5. And then here we go, Martin Webster. So first laps coming across here, top 3 drivers, Gabrielle, Andy Rees. And Cody Lawrence, those are your top 3 so far. And there we see Gabrielle, a bit all over the place. With his sectors here, yellow in the first, purple in the second. Ignore the green one towards the end there, but he's chasing down his previous and the fastest lap on the board here. And we're going to watch him now come across the line. Final corner. And across here. Let's see. Front straight now for Gabrielle in the Aston Martin. Coming across the line. It's no improvement, but it's very close. 6.75. Andy Rees a little bit far behind there. Cody Lawrence still trying to work his way down. 25.021 now. You see Andy Rees warming up his tires, letting go of his teammate. I believe, yes, that is Mads. And Mads is going to put up his time with a 125.198, so it's P4 for him at the moment. And it looks like Gabrielle. Yellow in that first sector there. Just heard him briefly. And And we see Andy Rees in the Aston Martin. Beautiful livery, I will say. The black and red, kind of galaxy-like livery. It's very sweet looking. He's actually very much on par with Gabriel's first lap time. And we look at Gabriel now himself. He found purple actually in the first sector, but is just losing out a little bit in that second sector. Now comes Goddard. It's the final corner now. On board with him. Final corner. Looks pretty neat and tidy. Gets onto the loud pedal. And now ready to come across the line. Could this potentially be provisional pole and be quicker? No, it's 2/10 slower. And then Cody Lawrence coming across, nothing he could do there. I'm not too sure if Andy Rees backed out on his lap time. And looks like he is. Gabriel also pulling over to the side of the track. Gonna try one more fresh set of brand new tires with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in this qualifying session. So we're gonna see how he does here. We watch him coming out of pit road. Meanwhile, Lance is here bringing out yellow flags on the start-finish straight, but very wise to jump right back into the pits. Don't hamper anybody's lap times. So here is Cody Lawrence still struggling, 4/10 down in the middle sector as he's chasing down the pole time of a 24.638. He was able to get into the 24s during open practice. He was able to capture the bonus 4 points before the season begun. But here comes Cody Lawrence anyways. And we're going to see if he can improve at all in this lap. Takes a very wide entry, so I have a sneaky suspicion that he's just setting up now for the next lap.
Parking on the apex.
And Gabriel, we always know Gabriel is always someone.
Wasn't even on the track.
Too late, man.
Gabriel is always one to be very feisty on track. Imagine a Max Verstappen in sim racing. Our own version of Max. I gotta give it to Gabriel. He's got that aggression. But here comes Mads, though, with an amazing lap time of a 24.636. And he puts that car in provisional pole. The Aston Martins dominate, but it's Mads who takes provisional pole. Wow, what a lap time. Unfortunately, we did not get to see it, but holy, what a lap.
Is the ping better now?
Let me just double check for you. A lot better, yes, you're back to 25. All right, what a qualifying lap there from Mads. And he puts himself on provisional, and I think that's really shocked to all the Race of Champions drivers there. These playoff drivers are probably shocked that, my goodness, what a lap. But Gabriel's not gonna go down without a fight. There you see him purple in the second sector, going through the chicane, and we have 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. So, and I believe, yes, Gabriel is going to be the only driver who's going to get one more opportunity at another flyer lap here. I don't believe we're going to see the likes of Danny Nasir and Roop Narayan able to get their lap time in. But around the final corner, we're just going to see if Gabriel has improved on this lap time. 24.636 to beat across the line. Oh, and it's purple in the third sector. He found a 10th. It was just the first sector holding him off. Taking a look down the order. There we see the teammate of Mads. That is Andy Rees. So Andy now around Melbourne Hairpin. What can he do? He sees his teammate on the top. He's got 20 seconds, and I believe he might actually get around for one flyer. A lot of these drivers just about able to. He should. It's gonna be very close with the driver behind him. I'm not too sure. Mike Van Doren has about 5 seconds to come across the line. Can he get across just in time? Yes, he is. One more time to go for him, and the checkered flag is out. We're on board here now with Gabriel as he enters into the chicanes, the Essets now. Taking as much curve as he can. And he's flying. Second sector is purple, but the first sector, he lost out a bit of time. His Delta just dancing around. Can he do it? Coming to the line. Final corner for Gabriel. It's all or nothing at Goddard's. Now onto the front straight. Can Gabriel put this car on pole position? No, he can't. It's 2 tenths down. He's made a mistake early on in the lap, and it's not going to help. We watch Rup Narayan. We also have the likes of Andy Reese still on a lap time behind him. And Andy's actually going to take it to the pits. And that might be qualifying Rup Narayan around the final corner. It's going to come across the line. He's not set a lap time yet, but he could take down Lance Nasir for 31.7. And yes, he is. It's a P8 from him. Wow. That is an incredible lap time. Mads is going to take pole position here. Back-to-back pole positions 2 weeks in a row. 124.636. Wow. All right, great qualifying there. Top 3, Mads, Gabriel, Andy. That lap really came out of nowhere, and that is very close to 1,000th of a second.
I have no idea how I did that.
That is awesome, though. But, yes, we're getting into the race now. You're going to get about 2.5 minutes once cars are on the grid. 45-minute race. Mandatory tire change in the race. So, yeah, once the timer expires, there is no extra lap. So, wherever the leader is on when the timer expires, that will determine the final lap of the race. So, just to go over again, 45-minute race. Mandatory tire change. You can come in for fuel if you like, but you must come in once in this race for tires. Other than that, it's just racing to the checkered flag. And that's going to do it here for qualifying. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Mads on pole here for the first round for Race of Champions.